it's a good day. It's a good day to be together. I have the happy but bittersweet task of thanking Josh Hooper. I'm not bitter in any way about thanking Josh, but Josh is in mere moments, going to be the Emeritus Executive Director, who he retired during COVID, but we were unable to have a moment of celebration for him. So I get to do that, and I have to say, if I get a little emotional, just bear with me. I'm learning my vulnerability, some might say. So over the last 10 plus years, Josh had directed PERC. Sustainability has moved from an idea at colleges and universities to an area of keen interest, and now is moving ever closer to its core functions. And Josh has been along for that ride with a great sense of humor, a very dignifying, mild manner, a commitment to great communication, and of course, dedication to our mission. It is not possible to relate all of his accomplishments during this time, and so I will try to do it in less than 5 minutes. He was the organizational force behind PERC. He had to mind the budget. He had to communicate with members. He had to set up and keep the bus moving in meetings. The sort of boring logistical stuff, Josh did it all the time, and with a fantastic attitude. Tom Stinson, our Franklin and Marshall rep, said Josh Hooper was PERC. His dedication and work for sustainability and PERC were way beyond the call of duty. Josh always showed up. He was the point of contact for the EPA's Food Recovery Challenge. He organized or co-organized, I have no idea how many events it would be, but it was many dozens of them, conferences, seminars, webinars, symposia, all the other academic blubbity words that you can put in there. Across the Commonwealth, from Chatham to Bucknell to Dickinson to Swarthmore, here at Penn State and more. We shared our first greenhouse gas inventories as colleges. We learned about eco-fiction and place-based watershed art. We dove into the shadow pricing of carbon, and he helped support, even though he was in retirement, the first environmental justice symposium in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. He really helped behind the scenes so that we didn't drop any balls, and that was incredibly welcome. Above and beyond, Josh showed up. He navigated through the changing climate, both the atmospheric one and the one of changing higher education in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And he always did all of these things simply, calmly, and with care. And I think that this brings me to the things that are maybe the most important, the kind of personal memories for some of us. I'm sure that Josh was annoyed with some of us sometimes. I would certainly be annoyed with me. But he always treated us so kindly. And some of us will remember him saying to one particularly, we'll call him a committed member, who had been going on for some time about carbon budgets. And Josh said, in his calm and mild way, it might be good if you let someone else have the floor. And had I said this, it would have been combat. Josh saying it diffused the entire situation. It is a gift. Mike Mumber, our current treasurer, who's sitting with Josh right now, is our rep from Lebanon Valley College. And they started meeting around 2011. And Mike worked at High Construction. And to secure sponsorship from High Construction, Josh made a new category of bronze business partnerships so that management could get on board. Mike and Josh kept thinking about other ways for businesses to become involved. And organizationally, I have to say that's great. But it seems to me that the friendship is one of the things that has come to matter the most. They would meet regularly at Josh's Panera Bread office, I love this, where Josh knew the counter workers and their names. And Mike said, we spend an equal amount of time talking about our kids, vacations, routes to the Outer Banks, politics, and saving the world. And they will no doubt keep showing up for one another, because I know that they also live nearby. I met Josh well over a decade ago when I was a doctoral student, and I was PERC's founder's graduate assistant. And then a few years ago, I joined the executive committee and became our president. And while I was the president, it was really, really easy to work with Josh. He always showed up with a joke. It is often self-deprecating, or some linguistically adroit turn of phrase. He was always prepared and ready to take action on whatever issues we needed to take action on. And we always found a way to do that, which is great when you have this ragtag group that sometimes feels like a little bit like the Rebel Alliance trying to take on the Death Star. But Josh showed up, and he would, by the way, he would be Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi. That would be Josh's preference. So we'll call him Obi-Wan for the rest of the day. But he always, always, always showed up to make me the most effective president that I could be and make the organization work really, really well. And I am personally and professionally incredibly grateful to you, Josh. So thank you for showing up for PERC. We are grateful for all that you've done for us as friends, for PERC, and PA students, faculty, and staff in the communities where we work. So I would like it if you would please come up, and the floor is yours.
Everybody's been so amazing to work with, so much energy, so much talent. It's just been an honor. Sponsors, I'd just like to, another shout out to Sodexo, really our lead sponsor for years, sustaining sponsor, and again, they're the ones who made the Food Recovery Challenge happen. Next Era, who has been with us for many years, and our newest sponsor, Nania. Is that right, Mike?
With the hand.
I was pronouncing it Nania, but he said, if you put your hand up like this, Nania. So, good tip. And thanks to the member institutions who are here. Without the time and talent and the dues, frankly, from the member institutions, PERC couldn't be what it is. And as I began to phase into retirement, the executive committee hired several associate directors, Brittany Peterson, Dominic Scatano, and most recently, Audrey Kalisha, who has already been recognized for her multiple contributions to getting this thing off the ground and getting it running. So thank you, Audrey, and thanks to everybody. I don't intend to disappear. I'm pleased and honored to be recognized as Executive Director Emeritus. I've already been volunteering and doing a paid project here and there, but I intend to continue to do so as long as I can be of help. This is a wonderful organization. It's done so much and it has the potential to continue to do so much more. I hope you see it that way. Even more, I hope you will consider lending your time and talents and seeing how you can get involved if you're not already. It can be even more than it's been. I think it has the potential to be a great piece of leverage in moving sustainability forward. I'm honored to have served, and even more honored to have built relationships with so many of you talented and dedicated people. Thank you so much.